Hi guys, welcome to this video. So this is my completed Choo Choo's build. So I'll show you a quick overview of what it is. I've just got various bits and pieces on there. Pain Train is the important one. Full charge, because that keeps our fusion cores up. Then the first aid, Ricochet, a few other things. Basically you can do whatever you want with this build. There's no need to have many stuff. So you want stuff to keep your AP up, protect your fusion cores, so you want to keep them up as long as possible. And I've got rusty knuckles on this. So you see there, I've got rusty knuckles and Choo Choo's on that one. I've got rusty knuckles, Choo Choo's on that one. I've got Choo Choo's, calibrated shocks and toxic Choo Choo's, and burning in Choo Choo's. So, and also Tesla coils. So we're hopefully getting some electricity on them. We're getting some burning on them. We're getting some toxic if they attack us. And we've got Choo Choo's. So all we're going to do is run around. Okay, so let's start with the Mirelurk Queen. I'll tell you, it's going to take me 3 minutes and 24 seconds to kill her. But, and this is probably going to be the most boring video I've ever done to watch. But for actual play style, it's so much fun. When I was doing this video, I mean, the original footage was about 90 minutes long. So I did 4 or 5 different events and just ran through them. Yeah, it was fun. I didn't pick up one weapon, didn't use any ammo, leveled up quite a bit. And you'll see where am I now? This is actually towards the end. But I think I've got two levels. It's double XP this weekend, but I get 2 levels. So that's 380. I think I finished at 381, something like that. But yeah, it was pretty good. Right, so now the problems you're going to have with this is you need to be able to run smoothly. So on a console, because you're basically pushing down on the left stick, it can be a little bit fussy. I imagine on the keyboard this would be much easier. But as I go on, I sort of developed a technique that works, and that's running around in circles. Yeah, and that worked quite well. Also, jumping worked. You'll see I sort of worked out when I was fighting her that jumping was working. Now, I have got on 2-star Funky Duds and also 2-star the one that recharges your fusion cores. So I've got that back on there simply because I don't need many points for this. There's nothing you really need. I've got a few unarmed perks on there. I don't even know if they work on rusty knuckles, but we'll try. And yeah, this is it. Just run up and down. You'll see that we're doing damage to her. Born Survivor triggers a couple of times, but yeah, if you get a fair distance away, and then you're going to do much better. Now I have got 5 pieces of Choo Choo, so it's going to trigger 50% of the time, and every time it triggers, it's going to do 500 damage. So you'll see later that I get rewards on the Queen, Scorchbeast Queen. Now that's, unless it's changed, you still need 2,000 XP, or you need to do 2,000 damage on her to actually get all the rewards. So I did that, and I think, and yeah, we got that. So I think she was killed pretty quickly, but we still managed to get a decent amount out of that event. Yeah, there's lots of bits and pieces I did just for fun. Jumping off this roof worked a few times. Jumping in the air and sprinting while in the air. You can hear that big trigger there. We nearly got her. It's actually it goes quite quick towards the end. Because I've got 2 stars of Funky Duds, we haven't got that much trouble. I've got Bloody Mess as well on there. A bit more damage. Anything that's everyday enemy, not a problem. Suit of Mutants, Scorched. I did Line in the Sand. It was a piece of cake, just running around all the time. We can keep our AP up quite well. Vulcan helps that. Also, Action Boy, that helps a little bit. Actually, it might be Action Girl on this character. And you see there, I've got Unstable Isotope, and that triggers quite a few times. So that was her dead then. Right, so old Big Barney here. That's the Spike Knuckles doing scratches to him. I don't know whether you noticed there, it seemed to do quite a bit of damage to him. We took maybe an eighth of his. That's where we are at the moment. So yeah, took about an eighth of his health. So it's literally just a case of running up and down, finding somewhere we can get a bit of speed up. Although I am not convinced you actually need this much run up. But yeah. As I've said in my other videos, if you can't be killed, then you can use a teaspoon to kill things. So, yeah. It's fun. I actually had a thoroughly enjoyable session with this. And I'll definitely be running it when, like, at times like this when it's towards the end of the season. And I'm up to level 200 on the scoreboard. There's not many people doing events at the moment, so it really brightens things up, gives you a lot to do, just playing around. So there, took him out okay. Super Mutants to come. I think we've got an Encrypted to come, and there's something I noticed in Encrypted that I'm definitely going to test out on another build very shortly. And you'll see here that you don't actually have to hit the enemies. If you run into a wall or something next to them, that's enough. Or if they're at the other side of a wall, that's enough, because there is a decent sized hitbox on this. And obviously I've got Ricochet as well, so that helps with these. So what I do now, we've got the turret up there. I just run into the wall in front of the turret and it kills it in a second. Okay, run up. There you go. Yep, Super Mutant again. You may have seen me do this when I was messing around yesterday with just 4 pieces of Choo Choo. This is a piece of cake. You saw the other guy there, I hit the barrier and it took him out. Obviously areas like this are difficult because you're sort of limited for space, but did okay. Choo Choo! Sometimes a little bit of a lag for when it triggers. So you can take out a couple at a time because you get triggered one after the other. Yeah, I didn't bother. I went to that event, did it no problem. Didn't bother showing it. And here we are, just running around like a madman. Events like this are quite fun because there's a lot of space to run. Yeah, this is what I noticed. Somebody up there has got a bow. Sorry, they've got a crossbow. And they've got Electricians on it. The 4-star Electricians mod. And it stuns everything here. So you'll notice that the sheep squatch is stunned in a minute. So I don't think I was doing it. He looks thoroughly confused and stunned there. But all we gotta do is keep running, turning around, running back. And you'll see we're taking, giving it damage all the time. When I did Safe and Sound, there was somebody else with Choo Choos, and we just ran around in circles. It was great. Just running into everything. So one thing I might suggest you try is if you've got some friends, all load up with Choo Choos and run around. Right, so Scorched Earth. Here we're just going to basically hope the Queen lands and we can get enough hits on her before she dies. I mean, with so many people doing raids now, there's nothing that causes that much trouble because everyone's fully geared up now, which is good in one way and poor in another way. I remember when it used to take 25 minutes to kill the Queen and she'd regenerate halfway through, and who remembers those days? So here she's coming to land. That's that Electrician's 4-star mod there, so I'm definitely going to test that out. That looks like it could be a lot of fun. So what happens is when you're reloading, it triggers and stuns everyone around you. So the range seems okay on it. So if we get a low weapon with one or two shots, like they're using a crossbow, something with just a few shots, should be okay. Shotgun might work great with a shotgun, so I might. There we go. So, and there we go. Get rewards. So yeah, that was my fun for the day. That was running around with Choo Choos on, just killing everything. Literally running around like this. Anyway, thanks guys.